Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the video. This is going to be my mid-month wrap-up. In the first 16 days of the month, I ended up reading 7 books, so I'm doing this little wrap-up. Technically filming on the 17th, but the last time I finished a book was... Actually, I think it was the 15th. But we'll just go in with the books and I'll talk a little about them, share my reading, and yeah. So the first book I read was Bound in Cabo by Dan Isley, which is a smutty novella. Essentially, we follow the characters Nick and Holly, and they are on this little summer vacation, and it is smutty. And I gave it 2 stars because it's these books are crap, but they're so quick and oddly entertaining. You're just what crazy shit are they gonna do now? I buddy read this with my friend Morgan, and my friend Sam got to see mine and Morgan's reactions to the book, so aka you might as well say Sam probably read it via me and Morgan just shit talking it, shit talking it in a good way, and I honestly don't know how to describe it, but it was more of something would happen and we'd be like, oh come on, really? But then sit and read it, and then so I'm just gonna shut up. I'm also very low. I've been very low on energy recently, so my brain is not able to process things. The next book I read is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han, and this essentially we follow Belly, who ends up every summer she goes to Cousins Beach to spend the summer with her mom's best friend and her kids, and essentially it's just a quick summer book. There's it's not a love triangle, but basically it's almost she's trying to figure out feelings for 3 different guys, and it's just this is the first summer that she actually is interested in people. And I gave this 3 stars because it's very early 2010s. When was this published? This was published in 2009, so it kind of makes sense. It's a little bit of that almost cliche, but I will say I literally started the TV show not even 2 hours ago, and I already love the TV show because I buddy read this with my friends Reese and Mac, and Morgan's supposed to join but hasn't read it, and mainly so that we could watch the TV show, and I personally wanted to read the book before watching the TV show, and yeah, it's a really cute summer book, very easy to read. Yeah. The next book I read was Red, White, and Royal Blue by Case McQuiston. This I buddy read with my friend Morgan. When in doubt, I will just always have Morgan's channel linked in the description. But this essentially we follow Alex Claremont Diaz, who is the first son of the President of the United States, and Henry, Prince of Wales, as they, for political reasons, have to form a fake friendship, which turns into a real friendship, and then things progress from there. And this is one of my favorite books of all time. I've tabbed the crap out of it. I have written in it. I swear I've written in it where it, I've underlined things, and I've just, I went full on, tabbing mode. And this was obviously a 5-star. It's one of my favorite books. I'm so excited for the movie that's coming out probably next year because it's just started filming. And yeah. The next book I read was Crave by Tracy Rolfe, and this I gave a 4.5. This essentially we follow Grace, who ends up having to attend this boarding school in Alaska after her parents die, and her uncle is the one that runs this boarding school. And when Grace goes there, she doesn't realize that there are paranormal creatures that go to it. It's a school for paranormal teens, and things happen, and that's the best I can describe it. I really enjoyed this book. This book was the May's pick for the late night bookworming book club, which is a book club that I am a co-host for. We did the live show on my channel which I'll leave linked in the description if I remember, because I always forget to do links. But I enjoyed this. I'm going to be continuing the series next month, as I've low-key joined a read-along for the series, and I'm really excited to continue it because there was things that happened in Crave that I was just like, I'm sorry, how, what, huh? I mean, my friend Morgan got to see my reaction to the last, like, half of the book, so I was very vocal on my opinions and just was like, I'm sorry, what the fuck just happened? And I'm really excited to continue. The next book I read was Wicked Beauty by Katie Robert, and this is the third book in the Dark Olympus series, which the Dark Olympus series is like modern day, like Greek mythology retelling. So this book, like Wicked Beauty, is Helen of Troy, Patroclus, and Achilles, and it's like, and in this book we have Helen, Achilles, and Patroclus compete in this like tournament to become like one of the like 12 people that are like in control of the city, and it is a MMF like romance, because there's like a romance in there too, and I really enjoyed this. I gave it 4 stars. I didn't know what to expect going into it, because if I'm going to be honest, I did not read the description of the book before I started it. I was like, oh, it's the next book in the Dark Olympus series, I'm going to read it, and that's what I did. The next book I read was Vile Bastards by C.M. Stunich, and this I gave a 3.5. This, I'm going to crappily describe it, but this is the third book in the Scarlet Force series, where essentially we follow Scarlet Force and her 4 fuck buddies, I guess is the best way to describe them, and there's murder, violence, political things going on in the city, and it's just really is a really dark new adult romance. I enjoyed it, but I felt like there was things that were just repeated from the first 2 books. But again, I still enjoy it because I like the characters, and every so often I just want a really dark book, and this kind of fit that. So yeah, I don't really have any strong thoughts on it, if I'm going to be honest. And then the final book that I have completed this month is I Kissed Chara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston, and this essentially we follow Chloe Green, who the night of prom, Chara Wheeler goes missing, and Chloe wants to find out why. This leads to clues that she has to solve with Chara's boyfriend Smith and neighbor Rory, and it is them having to figure out what happened with Chara, where did she go, and then other things happen as well. This I gave a 4 star. I will in my next vlog, which will be going up in 2 days after this video is uploaded, I talk about this as I'm reading it, but this, it was good. I like the trying to figure out where Chara went and why, but it let me down in the way of I did not feel connected really with these characters. I did not connect with, I maybe connected with a couple, which kind of disappointed me because I've loved Casey McQuiston's other 2 books. Obviously, I've already talked about Red, White, and Royal Blue, but I also absolutely loved One Last Stop. And I feel like there was lack of character development in this. For some of the characters, there were some characters that did have decent character development, but for example, Chloe, I did not see any character development really, so that kind of let me down. And overall, this for the first half of the book, I was kind of almost sitting here when is stuff going to really happen? But I still enjoyed it. I'd still recommend it. It's still good, but it's not great like I wanted it to. So I was left a little disappointed. But obviously, I love Casey McQuiston as an author, so so yeah. So that's what I've read so far. if you saw my TBR video, you would know this is the only book that was actually on my TBR for the month. So I definitely have to kick myself in the butt over the next, like, the rest of the month to get my TBR finished, or else I'm gonna end up needing to, like, take punishments, which I don't want to have to do. But let me know one book that you've read so far in June, or if you've read any of these books. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But yeah, bye.